Hey, what's going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark. Please remember to slash that like button and annihilate that subscribe button and hit that post notification bell. Also, leave me comments down below. But I think I've talked enough, so let's just jump straight into these videos. Let's go!
They call me Megatron. Shorty's a megacon. It ain't
2.5 years ago. Every time Tech comes up with a song, I know he's about to sit here and snap. Okay, now. Okay, Tech, let's go. He's in deep thought right there. It's like he's contemplating about life or something. Probably why the song is called What Do I Do?
Not to Xerox, weird, not enough to make you fear. A lot from here, watch. I ran scrimmage and I fought to the damn finish. And I popped eyes open without eating me canned spinach. Fans in it constantly telling me I can win it. If I stand grimace, damaging man every damn minute. I've landed it, spans, cricket, slams, wicket, rhyme. Grand spinach, ham with it, fam, dig it's nine.
Come on!
Yeah, hard to see me like the background. Your rap style coming softer than a cat's meow.
Oh!
This but booted like I'm in rack bound. That frown to get you ate by my cannibal from Sacktown. So relax, pal. Packed out, goddamn, back out, blackout.
Oh!
I might react foul.
Come on!
Make this cat growl. I caught everybody when I spaz wow. Who do I catch now? I catch now. Maybe those who can't get with the rap sound. I caught the industry. Who do I catch now?
Come on! Come on!
And then I caught checks. And then I caught press. And then I caught sex. Yes.
Come on!
Diseases were caught when I caught that. Now the game's been offset cause I'm strange and I lost mess. I caught a lot of being different. They tried to hinder Tech by calling them devil worshippers. Surfaced up on the internet.
Come on!
Just as winter sits, I'm a venture, yes, and I can't forget when the finger press triggers. I can't remember that. I caught stars' attention. Nina had a large ascension, so high the Lord is squinting. I mean, y'all is squinting. Cause I'm tall as Pippin. Got a flawless vision. On a lawless mission. Cause I'm flawless pimpin'. Yeah, best believe I caught fade. If a homie saw fade, I'm active, no off days.
Come on!
Boss paid with music, I caught babes. And I even caught Sinead before her head caught blades. Catch now. Maybe those who can't get with the rap sound. I caught the industry. Who do I catch now? Do I catch now? Maybe those who told me to put the rap down. I caught the whole world. Who do I catch now?
Come on, Tech.
Gotta go with the heart of flow. You haters ought to know that we are the most. This is my land, you in my hand, and you's a part of code. And I see you marvel over the fact I caught the Carter foes.
Come on!
Cause I caught Martians already. And you talk about that because often y'all pay.
Hey!
Jelly ceiling, it's costing y'all base to get tossed in all hate. Cause we lost in tall fetty.
Hey!
It's the papers cause Nina he catch. And you non-believers are funny people like Seth Rhodes. Better pay attention cause if you simping you get frozen. I'ma leave you with a wet nose. When I'm ripping they catch colds. When I'm ripping they catch colds. Hey, that makes sense, don't it, Ben? Lyrically, I'm cow blood. They be like,
Come on!
I catch now. Maybe those who can't get with the rap sound. I caught the industry. Who do I catch now? Do I catch now? Maybe those who told me to put the rap down. I caught the whole world. Who do I catch now?
I love the way Tech raps. Just his whole style and his flow. Like everything about him. He is just so dope. Like I love him. Okay, so hold on. I did not know that was gonna play. Hold on. Let me cut this off. Okay. So let's quickly talk about Tech N9ne. Well, who do I catch? I want to sit here and talk about Tech. I love the way Tech sit here and how he attacks beats and how he utilizes his flow and how he utilizes the to be able to manipulate his voice. Like I feel like every time I listen to him and every time he sits there and steps onto a mic and steps on a track, like I can feel his hunger, I can feel his thirst, I can feel his passion, I can feel his aggression, I can feel his hunger to want to be great and be better and to be better than the next record and just sit there and take it up a level and take it up another level and take it up another level and just do better and be better. And I love when he sits here and have like these self-reflective states where it almost seems like his conscience is sitting there rapping and he's just flowing and just going bar after bar after bar after bar and just going in and getting busy and getting crazy. The way he sits there and is able to manipulate his voice and to sit there and just flow change so quickly and so effortlessly and to sit there and do it multiple times. He doesn't do it just once. He does it throughout the whole song. Like to be able to sit there and do that throughout the whole song. You know how some artists, they sit there and like level up through the song. Like he sits there and levels up like every like 10 to 20 seconds within a song, and he switches his flow, and that's what makes you so engaged and so enthralled in what he's saying, and just being able to be like, wow, and then sometimes you sit there and be like, okay, did I miss that? Do I gotta sit there and listen to that? Should I rewind it because I feel like I may have missed a bar or two or even 3 or 4? Like he's just so lyrically gifted and talented, and sometimes I feel like even when he sits there and raps, I feel like sometimes the things that he say even goes over his head, and sometimes I feel like he has to sit there and have like a self-reflective state of where he's like, damn, did I just sit there and say that? Like that is crazy. Like that's what I love about him as an artist, because I feel like he's so unmatched sometimes in that way with his flow style, his cadence, his music ability, and just being able to sit there and perpetuate this energy and ooze this swag and such confidence, and just has so much conviction in what he's saying, and just execution and precision and just confidence and just everything within his ability. Like he's amazing to be able to sit there and snap the way that he sits there and does. Like I love his whole thought process. I love how he sits there and approaches concepts within his video, of how he sits there and talks about how people sit there and try to sit there and other him and outcast him and shun him just because of the way he chooses to rap, or the way he chooses to live his life, or the way he chooses his musical genius and the avenue he tries to sit there and take it. It's sort of like how Hobson sits there and takes his music, or the way Chris Calico sits there and takes his whole music ability, or how Brother Lynch sits there and take his musical capabilities, how they sit there and get outcasted or ostracized because of who they are and the way that they try to perpetuate. Or even like NF, with me sitting there just now reacting to NF, and it's where people sit there like, oh, that's too aggressive, oh, that's too mean, or that's too hard. But these are people who are just speaking their truths and just speaking about how the media and how people and just in general are sitting there viewing them. And I feel like how with this Who Do I Catch, I feel like with this, he's so hungry and like he's sitting there trying to catch the fade with everybody. Like, whose turn is it next? Who do I gotta sit there and body next? Who do I have to sit there and bury 6 feet under for trying to come at my neck and to try to discredit me as an artist and as a rapper, and to sit there and not respect who I am as a lyricist and as a person and as a man? And I love that about Tech, because he's able to do that. And even with just this thumbnail, it's a self-reflective state. Like, I feel like he's always sitting there having to sit there and go inside himself and having an internalized view of himself. Like, am I sitting there taken away from my musical talents and my musical greatness because I'm not assimilating into what the industry wants me to perpetuate? But for that, I could sit there and say that's what I love about him, because he's staying authentically himself, and he's like, F what everybody else has to say. I'm gonna be who I am, and you're either gonna rock with it or you're not gonna rock with it. And that's what I love about it, because he's being authentically himself, and I think that that's dope, and I love it. Like, I love the whole concept, I love the whole vibe, I love the whole flow change, I love stylistically how he was able to change it up and switch up the flow and the bars and just everything about it. Everything about this was so amazing. So let me know what you thought of Tech N9ne. Who do I catch in the comments below? And with that being said, please remember to be safe out there. Remember to stay awesome, be awesome, because you guys are all awesome. This is your boy Mark, and I'm signing off. Deuces. Peace.
They call me Megatron. Shorty's a mega con. It ain't about the race either. It's the marathon.